Welcome to Old Guys, Gentlemen Flex Fountain Pens, episode number, it'll be on the screen. This will be a relatively short, I believe, review of just kind of an update of my collection. They're pretty much all in these display cabinets. I found somebody on Etsy who made them, and I got one for my pocket knife collection, and then I kind of dropped out of that collecting a little bit, sold a lot of the knives so I could afford some pens, and then started filling up one of these, and then discovered I needed another one, and then discovered I needed another one. And so now I have room for storing about 60 pens. What I've done now is said to myself, you can buy new pens, but every time you buy a pen, you have to sell one of these. In other words, you cannot exceed this storage capacity. That's worked out pretty well for a while, but there is one issue that's kind of come up. I'm just going to have to work around it. But let me take you in and show you the pens that I've got here. I have this kind of messy arrangement in each one where I put down this acid absorption paper with the thought that maybe it would help the celluloid pens that I have in some of these cases last a little bit longer. It's a little ugly, not really sure if it's doing what it's supposed to do. In this case, it's mostly new pens, and what I've kind of gotten into is urushi pens. And so these are all urushis, except for this one right here, which is a Retro 51, I think, but had the abalone shell, so I thought that was pretty cool. I'm not going to go over each individual pen, but that's that collection. Then there's other pens here, again mostly new. Some I got because of the uniqueness of it. I really kind of like the vanishing points, as you can see from the two that I have up here. Other pens with that same mechanism. The red one and the black one. One's a Lamy. I forget what the red one is. Most of these pens have flex capability, except for the vanishing point ones. Haven't figured that one out yet. And so that's this one. I will make one note. This one right here is a Franklin Christoph. And what I'm going to do next for this is send it off to Michael Masuyama to get a flex nib on it. And then from there, when I get it back, I'm in the queue with Bokumando, who will put a urushi design on it. Got one picked out. But that's a long-term project, long queues for all these different things, and so probably Christmas of this year is when I'll get this one back. But I'll cover that with a video. Okay, and this one over here, I start off with some Twisbys. I have some different kinds of nibs. None of them are flex, but there's an architect point in there. Oblique nibs. One of the things I've really gotten into are the swan pens. In particular, the lizard skins and the snake skins. The knife, I got a tourist trap in Morocco. Didn't really have a place, but I'm still trying to figure out where to put that thing. And this is one of the problems when you start collecting and you think, I really like these lizard skins. And I really like these snake skins. So you start collecting those, and if you're bounded by cannot have any more pens, and you also like urushi pens, I can see pretty quickly how it's going to kind of limit what other pens I have left. So eventually at some point I'll probably be getting rid of some of the Twisbys to make room for more swans. It'll be the same model that I'll get, but maybe some better nibs, maybe with different gold banding. There's also a larger series of these pens that I don't have any of. I think it's the 400 series. But that's the problem. If you're trying to limit your collection, you end up falling in love with one particular style. So, final case. This one is kind of a hodgepodge of vintage pens, and they're all really flex pens, and they're ones that I really kind of like. That Parker Vacuumatic is like one of my favorite pens up there. That's a Waterman 52 that flexes like nobody's business. See, these are some of my vintage ones. I really like the Doricks. The red one, I believe, has got an adjustable nib on it. This is one of my favorite stories. This particular pen, it's a 20p Conklin. It's a short pen. It's my wettest, flexiest noodle pen, and I got it for about 45 bucks. It was in kind of bad shape, so I've deoxidized it, cleaned it up. The lock ring was broken. I found another one, put it in, and I won't do a lot of writing with that because it's my tiniest pen, but I really kind of love it. I also really like these Skyliners with the stripes, but I've got to limit. What am I going to get rid of if I get another one of these? This is actually kind of an uglier one, but it's got the best nib of all of them. So that's my collection. Oh, by the way, can anybody guess what that musical instrument is right there? So I think that's it. There's probably not a lot of value in this, but some people might be interested in the kind of collection I have so far, and that's what I've got. I'm trying to keep it limited. So until next time, thanks for watching.